Hey, what's going on YouTube? Thomas here again, and I am super pumped up and excited right now because I am going to do something that I feel like I probably should have done years ago, and I never, for whatever reason, got around to doing it. And that is watching the animated Star Wars series, The Clone Wars. The Clone Wars came out actually when I was in college, and that was the first time I remember hearing about it. And at that time period in my life, I wasn't really watching TV of any sort. I wasn't watching television series or anything like that. I remember some of my friends telling me about the series and telling me that it was good and that I should watch it. And I think also some of me was such a purist back then with Star Wars that it was either the main line or it was nothing. Obviously now that is very broken, and also they have now kind of deemed the Clone Wars series as canon to the Star Wars line. So I am super pumped. Like I said, this is something I think and feel like I should have done years ago. But I am going to jump into the Clone Wars and give you guys some reaction videos to all this. It will literally be my first time ever seeing these. I've never seen one full episode. I've seen tons of clips. I've seen tons of material and content. I'm aware of a lot of the characters, and especially with a lot of the characters being introduced into, say, like new TV shows, Mandalorian, stuff like that, and them announcing a bunch of the TV shows that are coming out on Disney Plus in the future. I feel like that this is something I should familiarize myself with some of the characters within it, and not to mention this is something I think I'll enjoy watching, because again, I've heard nothing but great stuff about it. And then of course I heard that the last season 7, which just came out, was a knockout. Tons and tons of reaction videos to season 7 alone. So it'll be kind of cool because as someone who is a very big Star Wars fan and is very involved with the timeline of Star Wars and where everybody fits and how everything is placed, I'm super, super pumped to get into this, to get to watching it, and to hopefully enjoy it with you guys. And I hope you guys enjoy the content as well. So let's go ahead. Let's jump into episode 1 of season 1 from all the way back in 2008 of Star Wars The Clone Wars. Okay, here we go. Episode 1 of The Clone Wars, released in 2008. Again, before I even jump into it, I am obviously going to remember the time period that this was in, the graphic quality and the graphics involved, the budget that they probably and maybe had at that time with acting and things like that. I'm sure there were some things that that probably weren't done at the highest level. So I'm going to keep all that stuff in mind as I'm watching this and try to enjoy it like I were watching it for the very first time when this came out. So here it is, episode 1. Let's dig in.
We are getting no signal from the Republic, Your Highness.
So I guess Yoda is in this as a returning character. I just saw Mace Windu as well, so I'm assuming both of those guys make an appearance. Is this supposed to be Count Dooku?
Count Dooku.
Yep,
I am
it is Count
aware
Dooku.
Master Yoda hopes you will allow the Jedi.
Too late it is. Sprung is the trap.
That's not a terrible Yoda voice. Not a terrible one. He speaks a little fast, I think. He speaks a little quick for a legitimate Yoda, but the voice, the tone, and the tonality and the inflection is pretty good.
Almost. What a terrible shot. Ah, well. It's my programming.
Shooting like a stormtrooper.
Join the Republic.
Oh,
But
they're gonna
should
send
my
some
droids
troops to
defeat Yoda,
Yoda? Is he gonna get some action
Consider
in
an
episode 1?
alliance with the Separatists. He'll be the small, shriveled green one. With the lightsaber.
Small, huh?
Oh,
Don't worry.
so this is her. This is Count Dooku's apprentice. What was her name? I missed it. I guess I got to figure out her name. Oh, she's got dual lightsabers though. Almost like Ahsoka's kind of curved blades or curved hilts.
I think I see them.
I got to figure out what
They're
her name
hiding
is.
deep
I
in
missed
the
it.
trees. Fire on Sector 11. I said hold it. Wait. That's far enough. I mean it. Stop. I said stop. We're too big to fit in there.
Jeez, that is
We're not.
annoying.
Watch this. You buckethead. That's the Jedi. He is a little one. Blast him.
Dialogue
Squad and
is
spread out.
less than stellar, but again, I got to think of the time period, who this was marketed towards at that time. Is he fixing to take out all these guys without activating his lightsaber? Yep.
The dog.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Using some force powers.
Left behind, no one will be. Come into I will.
The blasters of those droids, the sound that they make is actually really close to the prequels. I thought those were some of the most interesting droids in the prequels. Was those Rolly droids that had deflector shields?
Army?
Trouble? I know nothing of this trouble. Look forward to our meeting soon, I do.
Sire, rush not into fights. Long is the war. Only by surviving it will you prevail. Yes.
He's able to read each
Clone,
individual
you may be,
clone
but
trooper
force
as an
resides in all
individual,
life forms. Use it, you can.
but he didn't see the rebel coming. Sad, sad, sad. Oh, all right, getting into some action now. Haha, you can just walk under the tank. No problem.
I think perhaps all those stories about the Jedi are true.
The fight isn't over yet, Majesty.
Oh, is she gonna get involved? Why not? Ha, like a classic samurai. Defeat, pass by. Should have done a little hilt tap right there. Empress. I don't know what her actual name is though. Oh. Is Yoda stop? Ah. Just in time, of course. Oh, those hilts are
Very pleased to
badass.
meet you at last.
Share the feeling I do, King Katunko. Failed you, Ventress has.
Now see if she were smart, that's when she would have attacked. Probably could have cut down Yoda and got them all.
It's a pity I wasn't there in person, my old master.
A pity indeed, my fallen apprentice. Perhaps now.
Oh yeah, I forgot
In
that Count
negotiation,
Dooku
we can.
was
That is not necessary.
Yoda's
my
apprentice.
friend.
Those sound pretty close to the real thing too, from the movies. I wonder if some of the sounds they adapt. I know they can't adapt. They didn't adapt the music because the music has copyright issues and laws and stuff like that. But I wonder if they were able to like maybe take some of like the blaster sounds and spaceship sounds. I'm curious. It's been a long time since I've seen the prequel, so. All right. Dave Filoni. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend. Episode 1 in the books and done. It went and played kind of like I thought it would. I thought that the storyline would be, very short-sighted. I think probably more with the early seasons of this. Episode to episode is kind of more on the simple side. But I know that there does get some depth to the story. There's a lot of character building and character depth and interactions between characters as the seasons go on. So I'm assuming that as I continue to watch, maybe not necessarily episode to episode, but season to season, I'm willing to bet that some of that gets better and better and better. Because obviously within a season, they have whatever actors they hired, they have whatever script that they have, whatever budget that they have. And I'd probably be willing to bet that after, I say budget, but I think George Lucas was involved in this, in the whole process. But, once any show, doesn't matter what it is, once they get some ground and some success, they're able to build off that. I thought episode 1 overall, it's fine, kind of what I expected. They had to get something to kind of grab the audience. So what better character to do that than Yoda, probably one of the most beloved characters of all of Star Wars. I think using Yoda to grab attention and introducing at least one new character, one Sith new character, was a pretty good and smart move. So curious to see where this goes. Like I said, I know a lot of the characters from the prequels are in Clone Wars, so I'm curious to see who they introduce in season 1 specifically, and how they try and build the story from there with introducing everybody. So all right, season 1, episode 1 in the books. Thanks for hanging out. I'm glad I'm finally getting around to doing this. Like I said, I feel like I'm years late to the party for sure. And watching The Mandalorian now, especially season 2's in the books, and they are introducing and making characters from this series very relevant. I think it's going to be really beneficial to see some of their backstories, to see where they come from and what some of their purpose is going to be, maybe moving forward with all the Disney Plus series coming out in the Star Wars universe. So anyway, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for sticking around with old content but new to me, and hopefully my reaction to it will be something new and positive to you. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you on the flip side from Casa de Piazza. You can follow me, Wicked Cricket, on Twitch and the Twitters, and we'll see you soon.